Every week, the Redstone Rocket delivers all things Redstone Arsenal and beyond. Oftentimes, the writers are just as inspiring as the stories they share, fueled by a passion much bigger than themselves. And it's no different for longtime editor Skip Vaughn.
As Skip Vaughn flips through some of the old editions of the Redstone Rocket, the memories from each story come flooding back.
But I remember going to the lab and interviewing him.
You see, Skip never envisioned himself here as an Army Public Affairs specialist and editor of the Redstone Rocket.
I'm a newspaper guy. I enjoy my work. I love to write. I love to take pictures.
As a young reporter for the Huntsville Times, he applied for and accepted the position on Redstone to appease his father, a World War II veteran who was retiring from military service. That was 1980.
He's up there now probably laughing. And I said, okay, Dad. But I didn't tell him. My plan was to work 2 years out here, then go back to the Huntsville Times. And I thank him every day because I have the best job in the world.
June will mark 43 years for him on Redstone.
And I fell in love with it, and that's why I stayed.
Preserving history one story at a time. Leading coverage of the latest happenings on Redstone Arsenal every week, opening the gates for the outside world to look in.
We try to give them news information that they wouldn't get elsewhere. Every week we interview a Vietnam veteran, and that's personal with me. That's my era. So we started a series in January 2015, Vietnam Revisited, and now we're up to 400, more than 400 parts. I've interviewed 403 Vietnam veterans.
For the 1972 Butler High grad, the mission gets even more personal.
I had a classmate, Joel Hankins, who he was in the Air Force Junior ROTC with me at Butler. And then when he graduated, he was ahead of me. He graduated, he joined the Army and went into the Rangers.
Hankins died on his first night mission in 1971.
I can still see his face. I go to Washington, D.C., I go to the wall and I see his name. So it's personal and everything. I have family members who went.
It's the fire that drives his passion to give back to those who served during his era, to help aid in their healing process.
It's an honor to tell their stories, and that's how we preserve it.
And remember, you can read Skip's stories and others every week in the Redstone Rocket. New issues come out on Wednesdays.